Hi guys, and welcome to BrainSync 5. So in today's video we are going to be looking at something different. In my previous videos I did something about mathematics. I did the introduction of mathematics. You'll find the link once you click here if you want to watch it. And I also did biology. I did the introduction of biology also. You will also find the video once you click this link over here. So now I want to do something different here. I want to start doing about matter and the state of matter. We are going to be talking about matter and the changes it undergoes. So basically, oh, by the way, I've already done about the introduction of chemistry. If you want to also watch that video, you can click the link here. But in this video specifically, we are going to be talking about matter. So these are the three things we are going to be discussing in this video. So number one, we are going to be talking about the definition of matter. I will share some details about matter and something just to get you in the rhythm of what is matter and how does it apply to our daily life. And also state of matter, the changes matter undergoes. I'll be giving you some example, but basically we are going to be talking about the solid, liquid, and gas states. So these are the states of matter in which matter exists in. So these are the things that we are going to be talking about. And then lastly, we are going to be discussing about the changes of matter. We are going to be talking about the changes of matter, how matter changes from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or vice versa. So now, if you click the description, there should be a link that will lead you to some questions about this. If you already know this, you can answer those questions. But I prefer you first listen and then you challenge yourself in that. I've created a Google document that has a link. It will help you about this. So yeah. Let's begin the topic, but before you do that, I would really appreciate you guys if you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, because it is going to help the algorithm notice my channel and push me forward. So by doing so, you are helping me create a base that is going to be helping a lot of people. So I really much appreciate it if you take the time to like and subscribe to the channel. So let's begin the video. So let's begin by first understanding the definition of matter. What is matter exactly? You see, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. When we say this, we mean that anything around you that has mass, meaning ichafina, although each lesson in the space that has volume, that is considered matter. So by that definition, you are basically talking about everything in life, whether it is air, stones, food, anything that occupies space is matter. As long as it is taking up space, it exists. It is what? Matter. So that is how we define what matter is. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So that is just about the definition of matter. That's it. So then what about the states of matter? You see, matter exists in three states. These states of matter, it exists in, we've already mentioned them previously, but you just have to know that these states of matter are, number one, it is solid, number two, it is liquid, and number three, it is what? Gas. You see, so solid, liquid, and gas, these are the states matter existing. By solid, I mean stones, those physical things, we are going to talk about them. Liquid, I mean water, something that is liquid form, and gas, anything, air, anything that is like gaseous, anything, air, smoke, all that, it can be considered as a gas. You understand? Very well then. Now that we've talked about the states of matter, right? Let's try to talk about the properties of these states, You see, these states have properties that differentiate them from the other, and we are going to look at them in this video. So just a few moments of your time, and then we'll look at these states of matter. So just that it is taking much longer than I expected. So as we are waiting on it to load to the next page, you just need to understand, oh, there, it has been loaded. So, solid. What are the properties that makes it different from liquid and gas? Property number one, have a definite shape. The shape, it is defined, you won't change the solid shape. The shape of the solid, you won't change it. That's what makes it different from the other. And then the next one, it is have a definite volume. The volume, the space it occupies is definite. It can't change, you see? And then particles are closely packed. So the particles of solid are very closely packed. If you don't know anything about particles, you can write something in the comments so that I may respond or make a video about it. But one thing you need to understand is that solid particles are very closely packed. That's what makes them different from liquid and gas. The next property, it is not easily compressed. By that I mean, they deform. You can't deform a solid, you know, like you change the shape of a solid because you can't compress it easily. So that's just it. And then there is also, that's just it about the properties of a solid particle. Nga mwachita understand some properties there will help you to understand better about solid particles. They have a definite shape, they have a definite volume, particles are closely packed, and you can't easily compress these solid particles. You understand? So that's just it about solid particles. But then let's talk about liquid particles. What about liquid particles? So you see, liquid particles have no definite shape, meaning they take the shape of the container. Whatever you are putting them in, that's the shape they will obtain. The next one, they have a definite volume. The volume that they occupy will always be the same. And then particles are closely packed and can slide past each other, meaning particles are liquids. They are a bit closer than solid, you know, like they are not I mean, they are a bit farther than solid. They are a bit farther than solid, but they are also closely packed, but not as close as solid particles. They are a bit loose. They have space to move, but they are not like solids. And then the next one, it is slightly compressible. You can compress them a little bit. Take an example of water. You can put your hands in water, right? Because they are easily to compress. So liquid particles, they have a definite shape. They have a definite volume, and particles are close but can slide past each other, meaning they are close, some particles, but they have a bit of space, like particle distance between them. You understand, right? So let's try to look at some gas properties. So here are some gas properties. Property number one, no definite shape, no definite volume, particles are far apart, and easily compressed. So now, when we start talking about gas, we are technically talking about air, you see. So air has no form, air has no shape, air has no volume, and the air particles are very far apart. That is why you hardly notice that there is air particles, because they are very far apart, and they are easily compressed. Like you can move your body around in the air easily because of how easily compressible the air is. The particles in the air are. So that's just it about the properties of the states of matter there. Then Here is something like a cheat sheet, something just to help you. I'm a comparison hapa, so you can screenshot this diagram here. You can screenshot and save it for later. This will help you in terms of studying. You just have to understand the particle shape: solid definite, liquid indefinite, gas indefinite, volume definite, liquid definite, gas indefinite, particle spacing very closely packed, close, very far apart in gas, compressibility, like that. So let's try to talk about the change of states. Let's try to talk about the change of state here. You see, so matter changes. An example I can give is water. You see this part here. Matter changes when, you have an ice cube here, right? When an ice cube is heated, it turns into liquid, right? This ice cube is in solid form, right? But if you heat it, it will turn into liquid form, and that liquid form is called melting. And now, after this liquid has melted, if you continue heating it, if you continue applying heat to this liquid, it will turn into gas. This process is called the evaporation. And now, you see, you have gas, right? If you cool this gas, you remove the heat, it will turn into liquid. This process is called the condensation. And if you continue removing the heat from this liquid, it will cool down into an ice cube. This process is called what? Freezing, right? But there's also a direct change from solid to gas. This process is called the sublimation. It can also be called sublimation if the gas to solid turns like that. So that's just it here about the change of state of matter. Once you get the understanding about these changes of matter, you are able to get it correctly. This is just it about the matter. You see, it is very simple and straightforward. So I really appreciate if you guys subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel, because it will help me grow this channel to reach more students and help more students. And also, if you check in the description, there is a link to my WhatsApp channel. There's a link to my WhatsApp channel. You can join that. You can join a community where I share this kind of updates. There's a lot of people there who also who are also like students like you. So yeah, thank you guys. You can check out the questions in the description there and answer them in the comment section. Otherwise, I really appreciate for sticking around to the end of this video. Thank you very much.